Hello and welcome to our second video for the Heathrow Airport Hotel Guide. So a lot of you were asking a few questions about certain hotels on our last video about the Heathrow Bath Road area. So we thought we'd do a follow-up video just basically giving you a little bit more information about other hotels, particularly ones that are actually on the Heathrow Airport's own site, as well as the west side of the Bath Road, which not as populated with hotels as much as the east side, but however there are still a few hotels and restaurants, well, a restaurant to basically enough to be able to give you a little bit more information on that as well. So starting off with on-site hotels, before I do though, if you're wondering about how to get to Heathrow, i.e. train links and taking your car, then do check out our previous video, which basically gives you information on how to get there as well as the Bath Road area. So I'll put a link to that in the top right of your screen. And then do check that one out first. So on-site hotels then. So first of all we've got the Hilton Garden Inn, which is opposite Heathrow Terminal 2. And there is also a Hilton Hotel which is by Terminal 4. Both of those are technically on site because you do have like a walk-through way to get straight into the terminal. And also at Terminal 4 is a Premier Inn. This also can be linked by a pedestrian internal walkway. As well as this, there is also a Holiday Inn Express, which is next door to Terminal 4 and also linked by a pedestrian internal walkway. So moving on, we've got the Heathrow Sofitel, which is adjoined to Terminal 5, and the Air Hotel, which is adjoining Heathrow Terminal 3. So they're the on-site ones. So basically the advantage of obviously staying on site is, say if you're taking your car or by train, you literally just get to Heathrow Airport and then you just literally, like, you can leave your car wherever you know you're parking it for the duration of your trip. Or if you're getting there by train, then obviously you don't have to worry about anything else. You literally just go to your hotel, and then when you got your flight, say the following morning, you just literally walk down from the hotel straight into the terminal. So
that
there's
sounds
no,
like heaven.
Yeah, there's no need for transport links or anything like that to worry about the following morning. So it's kind of like the easiest way to do things. So those are the hotels that are actually on site. And then moving on to the western end of Bath Road. So you've got your Premier Inn, which is, there's one sort of, we mentioned one on the last video, which is sort of like the other end of Bath Road, but this one is more closer. If you're staying at Terminal 5, if you're flying from Terminal 5, sorry, then this one is a little bit easier to get to there. There's also a Sheraton, Hyatt Place, Holiday Inn, and a Leonardo Hotel. So they're at the western end of Bath Road, like I say.
They're kind of the actual airport end of Bath Road, really, aren't they?
Yeah, so I mean...
Or like just before the airport, sort of, yeah.
Yeah, the Bath Road runs just north of Heathrow Airport itself. It runs the whole length. But most of the hotels, like I say, are more condensed on the eastern end. So you come out from Heathrow, if you're coming out from Heathrow, you turn right. Whereas this way, you turn left, basically. You've got a few more
up there.
Sort of up there. But like I said, there's not as much in like restaurants and things around as much as the other end. There is a McDonald's, however, literally right next to the Premier Inn, Terminal 5.
Again, sounds like my idea of heaven.
As for restaurants for the on-site Heathrow Airport itself hotels, the best thing really I would say for eating there is actually to obviously make use of the hotel's own on-site restaurants.
Yeah.
Nearly all hotels have a restaurant of some sort, whether it be for breakfast or evening meals or even just going down for an evening for a drink or something. They generally all have that. So that's something you'll have to consider with that. Heathrow Airport does have a lot of restaurants in the terminals, however most of those are airside, so you literally have to clear through security before you can get there. I know there's most people, if you are eating in the hotel, you can actually book breakfast, can't you? I think some of them you can book an evening meal as well, can't you? Pre-book it. Then at least you know that's all taken care of, paid for and all that sort of thing, so that's another option. That also goes for the Bath Road hotels as well, of course, but there is a little bit more choice, you know, if you don't feel like forking out for a hotel meal than there is like a McDonald's if you
Yeah.
just want the what you're familiar with sort of thing. Like I said, all the transport links for getting to Heathrow itself are on the previous video. If you're staying at the western end of Bath Road, there is the number 7 bus. There are quite a few buses that run along there, but however the number 7 is probably the best one to get because it runs from Heathrow's terminals 2 and 3 and straight through the area that we mentioned and then back into terminal 5. So it's quite a good link, so whichever terminal you're flying from, that bus will be the one for you really, because it serves the whole length of that area. Also, as we mentioned on the last video, there is also the Heathrow Hotel Hopper bus. These buses will pick you up from outside the hotel lobbies. If you're staying outside, you literally just roll out of bed into the terminal.
Yeah.
With Heathrow, that even if you're if you're staying on site and your hotel is more adjoining, say, terminal 2, and you want to get to terminal 5, there are links to get from terminal to terminal within Heathrow itself, whether it be a quick hop on the Heathrow Express or the bus services that run around there. So there is that. However, it obviously is easier for yourself if you make sure that the hotel you're staying at serves the terminal that you want to fly from. It's probably worth checking.
Yeah.
But if you haven't, then don't panic. So yes, that's basically it. Hope this video helped you a lot, and don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, for more, then don't forget to subscribe. We will be having a few more review videos on some of the hotels around that area. We are planning on visiting more, particularly the Premier Inn. I think we want to, because that was quite a good video that we did last time, so we're going to do a more in-depth review on the Premier Inn. So obviously, if you're interested in that, stay tuned for that. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.
Bye.
Bye.